Let's take a look at Eurica, the Caribbean, a single-player 2-genre map. And this... We're going to play this first time as an altered melee, where you set up and build a base and you defeat your opponents. And then we're going to go into the more survival aspect of it, where you are a lone survivor, you only have so many bullets and whatnot, and you're being chased by inhabitants on the island. And you just got to try to last as long as you can. It gets a little bit repetitive, so that's why I'm leaving that section towards the end if you wish to continue watching, but we'll take a look at the altered melee building base part first. It's a dark atmospheric map. So, rise of economy, altered melee. You can actually choose your starting location. I'm fine with the northwest. Or you can go here, or here, or here. But this will be fine. We'll set up base here. And I'll go with 400% because why not? So, we are a barbarians town center. And we're against, I think, 3 opponents with 4 times the health. They got 200 health. My units have 50 health. So, ideally I'd want to try to take out one of the players fairly early on. It's isometric and then some. The angle of the buildings and stuff is a little trippy. But we're going to try to get some barracks and archeries. Constantly getting peasants slow because they require 50 lumber. The gold seems to be more or less unlimited. Speaking of which, I think you probably only need a couple of peons in the gold mine, judging by how fast they're going through that. 3 maybe. I think 3 peons will set that up nicely. This is where you upgrade. We're going to get barracks. And an archery as well. And continue with the peons for now. Maybe not overdo it too much. I don't think there's that many gold mines, but obviously if I take out one of the players, I could take their gold mine. Which is located here. As far as I know, actually, it really should only be just the gold mines that the players have spawned by. Look at this ship. It's just like, just that little bit more special. This is the lighthouse. It's like a village on stilts. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Overlord. He's the big unit. I don't know about the archer unit, so I might go for maybe Hunter? I'll get a few different ones, but I know that the Overlord's pretty good. He's sluggish, he's slow, but he packs a punch and he's got that siege damage. So there's no heroes in this as far as I know. She's got 23 to 25 damage. He's tough to beat. And with that siege damage, I might be able to break this building quite early. So then I'm only against 2 computers. Try to take one out ASAP. There is 36 food, is the upkeep, so maybe one more fat man, so to speak. The descriptions are quite amusing. See if he's got any defenses. I very much doubt it. Oh, he does actually have something. The Barbarian's Guard Tower. It's actually doing a fair chunk of damage to my big boy. He's got Ground Slam. And he's fast building this building, which is slowing me down. Clever tower. Keeps going for the weakest ogre. So I can't utilize him. This is going to be really difficult, actually. That tower is way stronger. I've not done this before, so I don't know how strong certain things are. But that tower is insane. Okay, I might have lost already. He's just suddenly built all of these units. What? Where's all this come from? Game over, bro. Already GG. I don't know if I have any healers. Archery, stables, blacksmith, factory, guard tower. How do you get the guard tower so early? Do they fast build stuff as well that they can't normally get access to? I can hurt them with the ground slam at least. We are under attack, that much is for sure. I don't know how to turn that one "we're under attack" thing off. I've never heard "we're under attack" so much in my life. Computer micros and everything as well. I'm struggling just to beat one of them. Maybe the cavalry's better then. I was hoping I could just speed to the base and destroy one. Because you kind of need to do something like that. So I wonder what... Give me a moment. Let's restart this. Let me see what units are geared. Let's try this again. I wonder if I should just speed build to the guard tower. So factory, blacksmith, town center. Factory, blacksmith, town center. Factory. Blacksmith. And town center. We have the town center. So I'm going to send a couple of peons over to the enemy base to try to set up a guard tower and like almost Age of Empires this. And do like a tower rush or something. Because that tower was insane. If I could deal with that tower, it wouldn't be so bad. It's only 100 gold and 120.
We need more lumber.
New strats. Age of Empires, Tower Rush, strategy. Live and learn. I trusted in units. Big old tanky units. And I got demolished. I might not want to finish that tower until I can get both up at the same time. So if you just stop there. Give me some lumber. And I can set up another one. We can finish them both at the same time, because he'll build units quickly, as you saw, to respond to the threat. He's suddenly whacked out tons of units. So if I can get 2 towers up, I might stand a chance. Okay. Oh, the tower is sick! That is way better than units. It's got siege damage.
We need more lumber. We need more
I'm just going to tower the computers. I would like to beat them with units, but you saw how bloody difficult that was. Maybe if I can get like the last computer left and then try to beat him with units, but otherwise towers for the win here. This guy's done for, basically. He's got a guard tower over there. But I'll just ignore that. Gonna keep deadly spikes, increases the hit points of units. So a lot of stuff costs lumber, so you almost just want to get like almost unlimited peasants. Worker unit. Also, the slave is uneducated but energetic and will do whatever you tell him. The unit can chop down trees and carry money from gold mines. There's a lot of descriptions for the units in this. You might want to check it out. I won't necessarily have the time to do it unless I'm in a position where I could definitely beat the computers. Then I can look over them, gloss over them a little bit more. Uh-oh. Scummy? Perhaps. But I think it's necessary considering how difficult... I mean, I did pick the hardest difficulty on the health. The computer's got 4 times the health, so when I'm doing, like, unit battles versus them, I'm fighting against units that have got 4 times the health pool, so it's a little on the one-sided. This guy will just have to be, like, attrition. I'd have to, like, wear him down. And then I can move in. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's not my fault. I recognise the potential. Or just how good those towers are. I'm sorry, I can't do much about the sounds though. Our town is under attack sounds. These units might be strong enough to deal with my guard towers, I don't know. It's very noisy. I think they probably get, like, cheap resources as well. Damn, he's gonna break them before I can get there. I can see where this is going. Yeah, he can build too many units, so we're gonna have to fall back and go with a stronger tower mass. It's taken me forever to break this base. Right, if I can somehow sneak some of you over there. What's the hotkey? I don't think there's a hotkey for it, so I'm just going to have to manually clickety-click every time. Yay! I should be able to rebuild, because he had his base over here. Maybe not. Let's take that down then. Next! You lose units. The health... Oh my goodness. The units are losing their health because of the weather, I think. Look at my units. I don't know what the answer is for that. Like, everyone's just going to have to be replaced? Because it's going to be too late to get priests if they exist. So, good game, everyone. You're all about to die, like, any second now. All of these units haven't taken any damage though, that's nice to see. But apparently all of my units do. I think this is a little bit rigged. The difficulty is already like insane as it is. How the hell are you still able to... How many guard towers I've got here? I'm barely scratching. Oh well, good game. This is super rigged. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will put some cheats on now. Just to show you the units. Because that's basically the point where we're at now in the game. Because it's quite obvious the computer cheats like mad. Yes, I know I did pick the hardest difficulty, but even then that's like... That's pretty ridiculous. So we got factory. Let's go. Let's get the researchers and everything and show you the units, because that's what we're here to look at the end of the day. We're here to look at the shiny things. And then I can play the survival part of it. If I thought I was going to get a fair fight, I'd continue. But that rain just kind of solidified the deal there for me. It was like, this is already kind of tough, and now you're killing only my units with rain? Okay. Okay. So let's get all the units and then show them off. I don't think there's anything else to build here. Got our upgrades. Research complete. And then I can also go over the descriptions for things. So, town centre, building responsible for claiming the resources taken by the slaves. This building is required in order to build another structure. House provides food, allows you to build further buildings. Factory, process lumber and upgrade. Blacksmith, upgrade, process gold. Barracks, train melee infantry and mechs. Archery for infantries and mechs, making them sharp and accurate when shooting enemies in distance. Stables, train animals so they can use them in war. And then of course, good old guard tower, which a maximum quantity of 3 of this structure can be built. Well, I don't think I was restricted by a maximum of 3, was I? So let's take a look at the units. In the barbarian barracks, we had the grunt, an infantry that has light leather armor and armed with an axe. Good for chopping enemies' head. So, where's my grunt at? I might just get those killed, actually. Let's just build these one at a time. I want to demonstrate these. So here's the grunt. In all of his glory. He's got defend and rage. You can't zoom in, because it forces the camera angle that it currently has. We have the priest. Looking very gothic. He has heal and correction. Disables enemy towers. The air mechanic. It's a flying unit that can actually repair mechanical. The shaman has the ability to double damage, which seems really good. And does damage to enemies in a group of units. And then of course the overlord, our favourite. Big old chunky. So, priest, a healer unit, he is genius. Memorize the whole wizard dictionary. The air mechanic, repair air and ground units. He cannot attack because he is a coward too. So certain units can't attack. The shaman, a one and only bear claw armed unit. Also a dark spell caster. He runs and attacks very quick and can rapidly damage the units near him. Good against artilleries and organic units. Then we have the overlord. Fat man, they say. Also known as a melee super weapon. Their race was adapted by the barbarians when their homeland was destroyed by the wizards. Now these tribes are working with us to make revenge. Moving on into the archery, we have the archer. Looking very much like a footman. Has the cold arrows ability. Infantry armed with bows and arrows. He is a mercenary and is paid to die. Hunter, she well-trained archer. Well-trained archer. She studied advanced physics too. She's also an expert on crafting flame arrows. Yeah, she looks very elfy. Scout does not patrol around her, but her ability is to take down air units by throwing uber sharp blades and deadly traps that can take down birds and break air engines quickly. So she's got ensnare. Ballista needs no pilot to move. Can take down infantries quickly with the sharp pointed arrows. The glaive thrower. Barbarian's glaive thrower. So he's got defend. Tesla drain. Locks the targeted mechanical unit so it can't move. And deals double damage to any mechanical opponent. So he's pretty insane versus mechs. And then the air machine, which we saw the computer having with like 2,000 health. Quite tough to beat indeed. Now we have the stables. The cavalry, the fast and powerful knight with a sharp spear. Unlike the Wolf Rider, he can risk high damage because of his thick armor. Yeah, it's a Garifos looking guy. Armored horse, minus 10 damage taken from enemy range units. There's the Barbarian's Wolf Rider. I think he's got crit. Or he's got 1.5 damage to any organic opponent. And he can throw a boulder and stun, which would be pretty insane. Stormbolt in it. Radiation storm approaching. All organics will be damaged. Yeah, that's what affected my units. Priests are going to have to get busy healing. So, say goodbye to all your units. So if you enjoy fighting in the radiated rain, then this is the map for you. So Strider next. Mighty warrior of the air, tamed on a big bird. He throws his spear from the air and can only target land units. So a giant wyvern. And he's got kamikaze. So if he reaches the end, you might want to send him off and blow up an enemy ship. Demolisher. Heavily armored turtle, effective at destroying buildings and organic stuffs. Oh, this one looks cool. Cluster bombs. Oof. The turtle has a 25% chance to evade a melee attack and return 50% damage to attacking unit. Demolition. Deals double damage to structures, recommended for attacking defense towers. He's pretty good. Pretty good. So, I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to just basically send units at my opponents. I might have to put the Who's Your Daddy kind of cheat on, because the computer has 4 times the health of my units, so it's pretty much always going to win. Where's my peasants at? Let's get some more houses, shall we? See if we can get more supply. And then you're going to hear we're under attack pretty shortly. Ah, that's the maximum food I can get. Let's have a little fight then. And then I'll go into the survival aspect of the game. Bear in mind it's deliberately dark because that's the atmosphere the map is trying to set. Just want to sort of see the units sort of attacking and moving around. More turtles are required. They're only free food, actually, the turtles. They seem pretty insane. Oh, red is attacking green. Oh, that's cool. We can see their fight as well. I can't switch the camera around, but this is them fighting. So it is a free-for-all. I thought they were teams. So that makes it a bit more fair, I suppose. The Barbarian demolishes. 1,150 range. Slow attack, though. They got lots of choke point areas, which is more useful for the survival, but for like an all-out RTS style combat system, doesn't necessarily work quite so well. I'm gonna suicide. That was definitely like the Bat Rider. I think dark green is completely pushing red back, but then again I'm pushing red over here. It was almost like a calculated attack, wasn't it? To try to push in red, whilst dark green was putting the threat in. Alright, well I think we've given the map a good playthrough, so you got a good idea as to how this works if you want to try it yourself. So I'll do a reset, and I'll pick the survival mode for a while. You might not want to pick the 400% health option though. Because I can obviously fight pretty hard computers and stuff like that. I've done 1 versus 11, but on insane. But with 400% health, it's a bit like attacking bullet sponges, so it's not quite so good. Is there an option to turn off that notification? I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I felt I needed to turn that notification off. So here's the survival, Eclipse Apocalypse. So here's Johnny, a Western barbarian. He has a hunting rifle. He can sprint. The camera locks in on Johnny. He has the ability to reload. You've got ammo over on the east-hand side and your hunger level. There's 4 bases that you need to rotate around. And those bases can either give like health, or you buy health, or you buy ammo and all that kind of stuff. So I've got bear trap here, I've got grenades. Don't really want to use them though. You attack by... Hang on a second. I thought it was A. Oh, I see. I haven't got any loaded ammo. Good shots. So it's almost like a horde survival style map. You have to press A and then select your target, or just shoot in the direction they're coming from and hope you hit them. And I would suggest using bullets. If you run out of ammo, press W. To reload. Wave's done. Be prepared for the next wave. So the waves are continuous as far as I know. And you will end up dying. Because you do get gold for your kills. And I think the only efficient way to kill them is with the bullets. Because it's pretty expensive. This is 500 gold just for 50 health. So you really don't want to lose health. I'll make my way to the other bases as we explore. But you'll get the idea. It's quite fun actually. Especially because the map is so well, beautifully crafted. That it gives the survival aspect that much more oomph. Yeah, you probably die if you reach 0%. I've never done that. I just bought food. I think this is where you buy food from. You can see on the minimap where the creatures are spawning. So you can decrease hunger by 20 for 200, 25 for 250. So 300 gold to... So if I bought one of those and took that, that should go up to 80. Yeah. So you kind of... You rotate around that. The minimap is a little bit misleading though, because the camera's on a slant. So don't trust it too much from where the creatures are coming from. And always try to be running or keep your distance. So if you came to the bridge, it's a bit easier to shoot them down because it's a more clear angle. But of course you get yourself trapped if you get attacked from both sides. And you can't change the camera angle, so I can only see so far in front of me. I think every 5 levels it increases in difficulty and sends you like tougher creatures. I got like a couple like spellbreaker type dudes chasing after me, and they could take a lot of bullets. So I don't know how you sort of get through this. You can buy ammo. It costs efficiently the same no matter what stack you buy. As far as I can tell, you really don't want to use grenades if you can help it, or bear trap. There's even like an airstrike. But when I used it, it wasn't so effective because you've got to use it in such a fashion that all the creatures are really stacked up. And I tried that, but they've also got to be a bit below where the airstrike lands. This looks like another way round. I'm going to head up to the northeast now. This is the lighthouse area. You're on a beach. I might be trapped over here. Ah, I can see they're going to reach me from the north, I think. Let's see, they should be reaching me any moment now. I need to clear these, because I'm going to get attacked from underneath, and then I'm going to get attacked from the top. Okay, let's move north. I'll show you like a few more waves, and then that'll probably do it, I think. Although I might end up getting killed by that point. It's a little repetitive. But if you fancy something like this map is obviously, you know, free to download and try out Warcraft free. It'll be in the video description. So here, you can buy traps, grenades, or the airstrike package. 1,500 gold. Very expensive. So you could buy like, what, 1,500 bullets for that. Or 150 bullets. So you have to ask, is that going to do more damage than 150 bullets would do? And try to find the most efficient way. Bear traps might be good versus the tougher units. Or even grenades. Where are you coming from? You can actually hit scenery with your bullets here. Oh, I'm starving. Jeez. Did I buy another rooster? Lucky for me, I did. Or whatever the heck that thing is. I bought a backup one. So you need to manage your starvation levels as well. That's why you might want to press ESC so you can continue on to the next level. I'm going to get a couple of bear traps and make my way over to where the food is. Because I'm going to die of starvation. Ah, I've got burritos actually, I'm okay. You get some initially. Did those bear traps actually go into my inventory? Because I've got one there. Or did they land around where I purchased them from? Maybe you can only have one at a time. I don't see any around here. There's a merchant. I'm not sure if you can do anything with him. Shoot his house down. Let me in! There's creatures coming after me. What are you doing? To put a bear trap there. See how much damage it does. And a bear trap there. So it does damage to them over time. So a bear trap plus some ammunition is a good way to deal with the bad guys. Unless, of course, the bear trap doesn't hit. I'll try a grenade. Oh, maybe. It's supposed to bounce. Oh, I'm going to get ganked. They're slightly ranged. And they're very tanky. So this level's significantly tougher. Ow. These are Caribbean Barbarian Blade Throwers. They're actually, I think, the units that you saw me build. Oops, I went in the slight wrong direction there. Took a lot of damage for that. Take them to the bridge! To the bridge! I destroyed that merchant, and it looks like it's almost showing up on the map. So I could go buy some health. You do regenerate health, though. Going through the realistic looking village. They've got some clothing hanging up, so people are definitely living here. Round 6 has started. Some massive mobs. I'm going to try to show off the airstrike again then, before I finish. I want to try to stack them all together. Whoa. These are grunts chasing me now. Nice little grunts. Whoa. So you're back to sort of one-shot these. Oh, they can speed up though. So you can see these sort of added challenges that you'll be facing. So it's not quite purely repetitive. There will be additional creature difficulties to fight yourself against. Just want to show off the airstrike now, but I need to get them all gathered. If you attack them, they sort of do that charge thing, so I try not to do that. Can you go on top of the clock? What you mean, like inside the building and to the top of it? I don't know. Alright, let's hope the airstrike works, because it's a bit tricky. Yeah, that's the issue I had with it last time. I targeted it right in the middle of the pack, but you have to kind of target it above where they are, and even then it might not sort of kill them all. So that's 1500 gold for that bad boy. Be nice to try out a grenade again before I finish. I want to go over here, but I don't think I can. I was lucky. Didn't get surrounded there. See some chicken. Grenade. Oh. Here we go, 750 gold. Pretty powerful. I imagine that can probably take out about 4 or 5. But like I say, bullets are definitely cheaper. So you're pretty much forced to commit to bullets. There's no sort of crafting or anything, which I thought there might be. Some sort of way to craft during this phase. Gather up some trees, sell the trees for gold, that kind of thing, so you could keep affording to buy these things. Otherwise you just got to kill the creatures to afford it. So eventually you run out of gold if you've not been efficient with your spending. And then there's no way. I'm already down to like less than 100 ammo, pretty much. There you go. That is Eurica, the survival mode. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to thumbs up, show your support, share it, and check out the map for yourself if you are so inclined to do so. And that is Eurica the Caribbean. It is a very cool, atmospheric, graphically interesting map, showing what can be done with the Warcraft engine. And the couple of genres helped add that element of suspense. The survival aspect here, and then of course when you're battling one another, the characters have their own personalities. And you can create your own haphazard army through barbarians. GG.